the sine rule. All right, so the sine rule says if you are given a triangle A, B, and C, okay, then the sides, all right, we name them, look how we name them. So it's, if this is angle A, the side that is opposite that angle A, we name it small letter a, okay? The side that is opposite angle C, all right, we call it a small capital letter. That's the naming convention. If you have angle B, then the side opposite angle B will be a small letter b, okay? So then the sine rule says you have the following ratios are the same. So A over sine A, so BC over sine A is equals to B over sine B, okay, which is AC over sine B, and that's equals to C over sine C, which is AB over sine C. So when can you apply this rule when you're solving your trig problems? It's when you look at your diagram and you look for the following. Do I have a side and an angle? Okay. And also, do I have a side, angle? All right. So by that, what do we mean? We mean the following. All right. So if you look at this example here, what do I have? I have been given a side where A is equals to 18. All right. And with that side, the corresponding angle, the opposite angle, which is A, is also given, and then I'm also given two other angles. So it satisfies the conditions for me to apply the sine rule, okay? And when I apply the sine rule, say now I've been asked to find AB, and I must also find AC. So how do I do that? So I start off with the ratio where I have both values, okay? So it's BC over sine A, okay, which is equals to, according to the sine rule, which one are we solving first? We are solving AB first, which is equals to AB. What is the angle opposite that side? Okay, so it's angle C, which is sine C, okay? And also then for the purposes of this, we're solving for AC with the corresponding angle. So it's AC over sine B. Okay, so I'm going to take two ratios first. So here I have my given ratio, which is BC is equals to 18 over sine 45 degrees. And this is equals to AB over sine C, which is sine 30 degrees. Okay, so now I'm able to solve for AB. And how do I solve for AB? I multiply both sides by sine 30. So AB is going to be 18 times sine 30 degrees divided by sine 45 degrees. Okay, which is equals to AB, and that value over there is going to be 18 sine 30 divided by sine 45. So it gives me that it's 9√2 units, or I can write it as 12,73 units. Okay, so there's AB. AB we have solved for. Then the other one as well is 18 over sine 45 degrees. You must always have a side and the angle that's opposite that side, which is, you must have both values, okay? So it's equals to AC over sine 105 degrees. So again here, AC is equals to 18 sine 105 degrees divided by sine 45 degrees. Okay? And what is that value equals to? So 18 sine 105 divided by sine 45. Okay, the decimal is 24,59 units. Okay, so now I've changed the question. So say, for instance, because the one that we did previously, it was side, angle, angle. So now let's say you are just given two sides and an angle. Okay, so remember what I said. In order for you to satisfy this condition, the angle, the value of that angle must also have a corresponding value for its opposite side in order for it to work. Okay, so now let's say we are asked to find angle A. Okay, so how do we then find angle A? Right, so now let's put together our sine rule, which says AC over sine B. So always start off with what you have. So I have AC and I have this angle here is equals to, what am I trying to find? I'm trying to find angle A. So I must find its opposite side, which is BC, okay, over sine A. Now let's substitute in the values. I have 24,59 over sine 105 degrees is equals to BC, we know it's 18 over sine A. All right. So now I need to find the value of A. So what happens now? Okay. So then I have 24,59 times sine A, all right, divided by sine 105 degrees is equals to 18, all right. So then I have 24,59 sine A is equals to 18 sine 105 degrees. And I have sine A is equals to 18 sine 105 degrees divided by 24,59. So it's up to you. You'll see I only do my working out at the end. So you could have already then divided this, okay, before you got to this point. But then I'm only then going to use my calculator once to find that answer. So I then get sine A is equals to 18 sine 105 divided by 24.59. So I therefore get that sine A is equals to 0,707. Okay, and now I can find my angle. So therefore my angle is the arc sine, okay, of 0,707. Okay, and what is that angle? So let's find out. So shift sine, my answer. Okay, so therefore here I get that A is equals to 45 degrees. And that's how I solve using the sine rule. Okay, then we have the cosine rule. So the cosine rule, we apply it when we are given a side with an angle in between the two sides. Okay, so side, angle, side. or if you're just given the sizes of the sides, so side, side, side. And what it tells us is that a squared, okay, so if I wanted to find a squared, then I would take b squared plus the c squared minus 2 times bc times cos a. Okay, so similarly for b, if I wanted to find b, then it would be b squared is equals to a squared plus c squared minus 2 times ac cos b. Okay, so you see that they correspond. Then here I have c squared is equals to a squared plus b squared minus 2ab cos c. All right, so let's do an example. So one example would be if I'm given ABC, I have an angle, okay, which is 34 degrees, and I have a side, which is 5, and the other one is 6, and I'm asked to find that side over there. Okay, so then what do I have? So this, remember, is a squared. So I have bc squared, right? This is what I need to find. So it needs to have a corresponding angle that's opposite the line, okay, that I'm trying to find the length of. So I have bc squared is equals to the sum of the two squares of the other sides. So ab squared plus ac squared minus 2 times, okay, ab times ac times cos a. All right, so bc squared is equals to ab is 5 squared, ac is 6, okay, so it's 6 squared minus 2 times 5 times 6 cos 34 degrees. So when I put that in my calculator, okay, I get bc squared is equals to 11,2577, okay, and now I square root both sides, and when I square root both sides, then I have that b is equals to 3,36 units BC. Now I'm given a condition where I'm given the three sides, so side, 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 and now let's say we've been asked to find angle E. All right, so how do we then find angle E? We know that, okay, df squared, so we want the one that is opposite this angle, okay, because that's the one that we're going to get there, okay? So df squared is equals to, so the remaining two sides, which is de squared plus ef squared minus 2 times de ef, okay, cos e, because that's what we're looking for. We want to solve that cos e, okay? So df, we know it's 4, so 4 squared is equals to de, 6 squared plus 3 squared minus 2 times 6 times 3 cos e. All right, which then tells us if I was to take these values over to the side, so it would be 16 minus 36 minus 9. It leaves me with what's on the side. I'm left with minus 36 cos E, right? Okay, so on this side I have minus 29 is equals to minus 36 cos E. And then I divide by minus 36 on both sides. Then I am left with, okay, 29 over 36 is equals to cos E. And now how do I find the angle E? Again, I use my calculator, which tells me that E is equals to of 29 over 36. And let's see what that value is. Okay, so my angle E is equals to 36,34 degrees.